What's up, y'all? Welcome to Shade Stew, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Y'all, happy and blessed Friday. I hope you guys had a great work day, a great night and all. I had a pretty good day today. I did go to work. I went to this outlet mall. It was like hardly nobody in the mall, y'all. I'm like, damn, how are they really affording to, like stay in business? But anyway, I got myself a cute little pair of pants, a shirt, and some costume jewelry to wear to work. And I went to another mall and I got a cute little ass shirt that a sweater that I picked up, and I got myself some more rings and another bracelet. So I did that today. I took my daughter some errands and just that was it. I mean, the time goes by so quick. By the time you're finished running around and all of that stuff, it'd be like 9, 10 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? And I just got home about 2 hours ago. And of course, y'all know I had to take a shower, straighten up, wash some clothing, and do some exercising. I mean, some exercises and things like that before I came in here to start this live. I do it like that because so I can just go ahead and do this live, and just once I'm done with that, then all I need to do after the live is just basically get ready to go to bed and stuff. But anyway, I had a good successful week, and I hope you guys did too. And tonight we got a really nice little live for a nice little topic tonight. We're going to be talking about the moon. Okay, and the reason why I decided to do this topic is because I was reading a lot of information regarding, NASA's the secrets that NASA could possibly be hiding, you know, in regards to things that they may have seen while supposedly visiting the moon. Okay, so we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about why they have not been back to the moon. I mean, of course, they have a logical explanation to why they haven't been back there, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And then you remember when I told you guys about the two, I think it was two or three astronauts that I talked about earlier, I think a couple of days ago. And I was telling you about the lady who was talking about we need to warn the earth. I can't remember exactly what she was saying. And then, she they said allegedly, she was trying to commit the S word, and she was screaming this stuff out before she took a whole bottle of pills or something like that. And then magically, when she got okay, she claims that she wasn't talking about that. She was just having like a little burnout or a breakdown or something like that. Then we got the other one who said that he saw large ships when they were out on the moon surface, I guess, or in the what you call the thing they take when they go out to the moon and stuff like that. So I don't know, because just some weird stuff. And then and then the thing about it, when these people say this, then like days later they will come back and have an excuse and say that it's not true. So I still believe they are hiding something, and I do believe that they did go to the moon. A lot of people don't believe they didn't. They believe that they didn't go to the moon, but I actually think they did, because the reason why I think they went to the moon is because why would these other two or three astronauts say that they seen something up there? You know what I'm saying? And then that lady, the other astronaut, the female one. I don't think these people are just making these things up. I just really don't. So we're going to talk about that tonight. And we're going to go over a couple of breaking news articles. I think that I wrote down in my description area that we were going to go over, the cave situation we have here in Southern California. We have homeless people living in caves. They're not there now because they obviously went there to remove them, but they were living there. And in those caves, they claim are very dangerous because they can collapse. So we're going to try to look at the picture of that, hopefully, and talk about that briefly. And let me share this to myself. And I forgot what else I said on my thing, on my description area of this video. Hold on for 1 second. Let me just share this to myself real quick. Hold on. Let me put that over here. And then I said in that description area, I was going to talk about Vince McMahon. Mac Mahone. He just resigned from WWE, I believe. I think that's what they call that. Um, because I think he's been accused of some sexual misconduct as well as trafficking. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Also, Mrs. Jones accuses Diddy of threatening to put her in a trunk. Okay, and that's crazy. Why do people always say they're going to put somebody in the trunk? Tell me that. Okay, then we're going to talk about, y'all, this is a crazy ass story. Three teens allegedly unalive a delivery driver to steal pizza. Can you believe this? I mean, come on now. Excuse me. They could have just robbed them and left it at that, not just unalive them. People have don't have any type of They have so little regard for human life now. They just don't care. Kids and everything. What I should have titled this live is The Moon. What's on the moon? Did they see other forms of life there? And did they really visit it? That's the actual title of this live. Okay, I'm gonna change that up there because I forgot what it was because I didn't see it, because I had it written down, not written, but I had it saved on my phone, but I couldn't find it when I made the title. So I'm gonna actually change that title when I edit this video and stuff. And then we are going to I think that's it. I may have another couple of topics, but I can't remember exactly what they are. But I'm pretty sure when I get through, I'll see that. Let's see. Okay, I think I may have covered all of those that I said I was going to talk about tonight. So anyway, let's go ahead and do the Copyright Disclaimer Act, okay, so we can cover ourselves. Okay, so the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. It will be in my comment area, and it is scrolling across that little banner right there. Okay. Also, guys, if you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing a cash app to $ShadesTube. All contributions are used to better this channel. And you can also do a thumbs up if you enjoy this content tonight. Also, hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Welcome to all of my new subbies. I think I'm at 1,500 subbies right now. I think I am. I got to check it. If I'm not there, I'm almost there. So I do appreciate everybody who just subscribed to my channel, and thank you so much, and welcome to ShadesTube. All right. All righty. So let's look over here at the chat. Hey, Carl is here. Thank you so much, for tuning in. And oh, you got me on tonight. Okay, Carl. Hey, how you doing, love? V3, Mo3, thank you so much for tuning in as well. All right. So here we go, y'all. We're going to get ready to talk about this topic. And let me tell y'all something. I'm never talking about this topic again. I'm just talking about it tonight, much like I did the Illuminati. Okay. Because I don't really like talking about stuff regarding like NASA, the government, and things like that. Because you never know who may be listening to you. You know what I'm saying? And think you know stuff. And I don't know anything. I'm just reading. You know what I'm saying? I just, these are just opinions. All right. So anyway, the question is, what is NASA hiding from us regarding the moon? Okay, and did they really go to the moon? Okay, and also, why haven't they been back to the moon? So let's go ahead and go over this really quick. Okay, here we go. Hold on. First of all, let's just skip all the way to the fact, how was it possible that NASA was able to send someone to the moon so long ago, but yet they don't have the technology to send someone back to the moon? Do you think the reason being is because they see something up there? Now, they claim that they found some water source there. Okay, so if there is water source on the moon, what do you think it was for? Okay, and then I read another article where they seen some other structure up there, and I don't know, now this is allegedly, I don't know if this is true, okay, and they were like wondering who could have built it, because clearly the astronauts who was there, they did not build anything up there. You see what I'm saying? So when I saw all of these articles earlier, like this morning, I was sitting there saying, do you think the reason why they haven't been back to the moon is because they actually seen something there? You know what I'm saying? But what's his name? Buzz. All right, I think that's his name. I can't remember his name. Buzz, I think, or Bud. Did he really see ships? You know, spaceships far more intelligent than ours. Did he really see that? The lady who was screaming, the female German, I think she's German astronaut who was allegedly trying to commit the S word. Okay, and before she started taking the meds or whatever the case is, she screamed out, she's warning us about, she's warning us or something like that. So why was she so frantic? Why was she screaming this out? Did she see something up there? You got to wonder though, because you know that they do hide things from us. Okay, just like with Area 51. And another thing too, do you think out there in the universe, all of these different galaxies, do you actually think that there is nothing else out there? These are the questions that I have been asking myself for the longest. I mean, I'm not like trying to really find out, you know what I'm saying? Like some people are, but I just, sometimes you sit back and you think about stuff, and then you read all of these different things on social media, and some do be lies and some are conspiracy theories. But the thing about it is that I don't believe everything that these astronauts are saying is fake. I just don't, you know. And then still, why haven't they been back up there? Because the thing is, they can make everything else. So why can't they make a machine to go back up there again? That's kind of odd to me. So let's go ahead and read this. Why they claim they cannot go back. Oh, I got so many articles here. Hold on. Why they claim they cannot go back to the moon. So let's see here. So the question is like this. Why does it take 3 years to develop a new car when it shares 90% of its DNA with the previous model? Why does it take 6 years to develop a new airplane when it shares 90% of its DNA with the previous model? Well, anyway, they claim the answer is that they are all complex devices. A launch vehicle and spacecraft destined to go to the moon is much more complex and operates at the edge of the envelope where there is little tolerance for imprecision and error. When operating on the edge of the envelope, thousands and thousands of hours go into testing and tricking. The development and operation teams acquire expertise that no one else on the planet has. The vehicle cannot be built or operated without that expertise. Operating a space mission involves realms of paper in the forms of flight rules and operational procedures. Those rules and procedures are drafted over thousands of hours of test and simulations. A change in the vehicle can send ripples of changes through those documents. The Saturn V rocket had over 3 million parts. The command and service modules and lunar module were composed of millions of additional parts. An individual person cannot contemplate the scale of detail needed to assemble and operate those vehicles. So when the Apollo program ended, the factories that assembled those vehicles were retasked or shut down. Let's stop right there. So why did they shut them down? Why did they disassemble everything and shut everything down? Because you would think if they went to the moon before, later on throughout the years, they would probably want to go again because they can make better, equipment to get there. You know what I'm saying? And maybe to be able to explore more. I'm telling you, it's kind of odd. Let me finish reading this. Anyway, they said the jigs were disassembled, the molds were destroyed, the technicians, engineers, scientists, and flight controllers moved on to other jobs. Over time, some of the materials used became obsolete. This sounds so suspicious to me. You know what I'm saying? If we today said, let's let us build another Saturn V rocket and Apollo CSM and go to the moon, it would not be a simple task of pulling out the blueprints and bending and cutting metal. But the thing about it though, you would think that if they went before, right? If they really went before, okay, you would think that they would keep all of this stuff together, right? You would think that and just make improvements, you know. And if these people who are so intelligent are putting all of this together, not making really any mistakes, don't you think they would groom other people to take their place? They're not going to just stop right there, you know what I'm saying, and just decide not to ever go back to the moon again. You know, that's what make it so kind of weird, because you're like, if you went there all the other times, I think how many times I can't remember. Anyway, I know they went there at least that once. At least that's what they claim, once or twice. Um, so you mean to tell me you got all of the information, the data, everything when you went there those times? Let me see exactly how many times that we went to the moon. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me check to see real quick so I can know. Let me go to Google and ask Google real quick. I got so many damn devices up here. Hold on. Let me just see, because this is so odd to me. Hold on. Let's see. How many times did USA go to the moon? Let's see. So we have had 6 missions that landed humans on the moon, beginning with the Apollo 11 in July 1969. And of course, Neil Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon. Okay, and it was intended to land. However, it was restricted to a flyby due to a malfunction aboard the spacecraft. So if we went there 6 damn times, let's keep it real. Okay, why would they not want to go again? And why would they close up everything, you know, in order to continue to make an aircraft that can go there, you know, and just keep on making improvements? And like I said, train and groom other people to take over those positions to be able to build a spacecraft to get there safely and things like that. Why would they just stop? What did they actually see out on the moon if they really went? Okay, so let's go ahead and finish reading this. Okay, so they said that we don't have the factories or the tools. We don't have the materials. We don't have the expertise to understand how the real vehicle differed from the drawings. We don't have the expertise to operate the vehicle. Okay, and they said we would have to substitute modern materials that changes the vehicle. It changes the mass. It changes the stresses and strains. It changes the interactions. It changes the it changes the possible malfunctions. It changes the capabilities of the vehicle. We would have to spend a few years redeveloping the expertise. We would have to conduct new tests and simulations. We would have to draft new flight rules and procedures. We would have to certify new flight controllers and crew. We would essentially be building a new vehicle, and that's what we are doing. As similar as Orion looks to in Apollo command module, as much as we think we understand heat shields and parachute deploy systems, we have to understand these specific heat shields and parachute deploy system. NASA has been doing these tests every day. Listen, if they went to the moon before and they did all these other 6 times and they did all these things, okay, so why are they acting like it's so hard to do that now? And again, why would they close up everything? Why wouldn't they train other astronauts, other people who build space craft to take over. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't they be doing this? So I'm asking again, did they really go to the moon? Did they really go to the moon? And just say if they really did, why don't they want to go again and again and again? When those astronauts that I told you about said that they saw stuff, if they actually was there, did they really see things? Now think, just say if all of this is a lie and they never did go to the moon, it's all Hollywood type shit that they use to trick everybody. So that means then these astronauts are lying. And why would they be making this up and then go back and change and said, um, give a big old explanation to what they meant? Okay, like I think it was Bud. I can't remember. Bud. I think his name is Bud. Buzz or either Bud. When he said that he allegedly saw ships, big ships that was far more intelligent. Okay, why did later on they go back and change all of that up and said it was probably bright lights, a reflection or something like that? If they didn't really go to the moon, right, and they're just lying, why would they go back and try to cover up what this astronaut said before? Now, granted, they could still be lying, and all of that could be just a whole play. Okay, but I'm just saying. And then what about the lady who was screaming, you know, you have been warned, or we're warning the earth? I can't remember what she said. And then she proceeded to take a whole bottle of different pills or some pills trying to commit the S word. You guys think that's really made up? And then they went back and tried to clear that up by saying that she was having a burnout, you know, and she didn't say it like that. It was a hoax or whatever the case is. It's like they always have an excuse after people make a mistake and say something. You know what I'm saying? Just like the dude who was out taking pictures or something by Area 51. I forgot exactly where he was at. And he got up there on his channel. He had a YouTube channel. I guess he still does. I don't know. And he got up there telling people about it and stuff. Next thing you know, he disappears for a while. And then when he comes back, it's like he's reading a script saying that he was lying and all this stuff, but he was looking like he was scared and everything. Before that, too, he said that some men who was dressed in black were showing up at his house watching him. I'm telling you straight up, all these people can't be lying. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me finish reading this. Okay, let's see. So they said NASA needed to do, well, let's see. They say ARS Technica did an excellent story on the work NASA needed to do to reconstruct the F1 engine from the Saturn V for use on the SLS. Okay, so I guess they're telling you can look at this, whatever case it is. But they claim they're testing all these different spacecrafts or whatever the case is. And I don't know, guys. This is strange to me. You know what I'm saying? Because if you went to the moon before so many times and you had all of the equipment back in 1969, things were, listen, things now is supposed to be more improved, more advanced. How did you have equipment to get there back in 1969, but in 2024 you don't? And then you come up with all these damn different excuses saying you don't have people who have the expertise. Don't you think people would be training for this to acquire the expertise that they need to build a space, a rocket, or whatever the case is to get to the moon again? They come with all this technical excuses, you know, because the average person don't really understand all of this, right? And so they put this stuff out here so the public can buy it. And to me, it's kind of strange because if you went to the moon 6 times, you went there 6 times. So you had all the equipment and everything to get there 6 times. But now in the year of 2024, you can't go there again. You can't, you don't have the expertise, you don't have the material, everything was shut down. Some things, I guess, rusted or whatever the case is, you know, just can't be used anymore. But the thing about it, you would think they would be building newer and better things because now technology is far more advanced. So you want us to believe that in 1969, Armstrong was up there looking at the moon. You want us to believe this, and people, a person walking on the moon and things like that. You want us to believe all of this, but yet nobody can go back up there now because you don't have, NASA does not have the spacecraft to get there. None of the equipment, the expertise, the people to do it, nothing. I find that very hard to believe. I just really do. I really, truly do. And this person who answered this question works at NASA, okay? And and because a lot of people are wondering how did they lose the technology to go to the moon, and so they had this NASA person came and answered this. And like I said before, he has a lot of stuff here, but again, I find it very hard to believe that they don't have anybody or people who have enough expertise to build another rocket to go to the moon. I just find it hard to believe. So I'm asking again, did they really go there? Or, they went there, did they actually see something there and they're not going back up there because for whatever reason? That's crazy. So let's see what else I got here. Okay, hold on for 1 second, y'all. So it was another, hold on. Oh man, I have to go to the other because then it took it off again. And that's another thing too. When you see these articles on social media, and then you go back and look these articles up again, they just take them down. So again, I still say they are hiding stuff. Because why, if people are making this stuff up and it's just conspiracy theories, why are they removing these ads? This one right here, hold on, let me go back to it. This ad right here, I had to actually look up a different way because it says a second NASA scientist tells us that somebody else is on the moon. So when I clicked on this, the original story was removed, the comments, everything. So I had to search through the internet to try to find it, and it was very difficult because I could barely find it, but eventually I did see it. So anyway, let me just tell you what it says. It says former NASA scientist speaks out. They said there's someone else on the moon. It seems that it isn't a question anymore whether or not there are mysterious alien structures on the moon. In the last couple of years, numerous scientists with verifiable background have come forward speaking about a sinister truth behind Earth's moon. So they're talking about behind Earth's moon now. Ever since the Freedom of Information Act was created, people have become aware that not all what goes on behind the scene is made public. We are talking about the numerous discoveries that have been made throughout the years and have been kept safely away from society. One of the best comments about this secrecy was made by Neil Armstrong when he said that there are great ideas undiscovered, breakthroughs available to those who can remove one of the truth's protective layers. The Freedom of Information Act allows full or partial disclosure of highly classified, previously unreleased information in archives controlled by the government of the United States of America. In the last couple of years, a number of scientists working for NASA have come forward speaking about Earth's moon and the mysteries associated with it. For example, George Leonard, a NASA scientist in charge of photo analysts, obtained several extremely controversial images from the moon. Let's see. Anyway, these images display some incredible features of original massive prints belonging to NASA. Let's see. Hold on. Now they still trying to make sure these images are real, okay? They said it has very poor quality, which makes the images even harder to believe or see. But anyway, let's see what else they said on here. Anyway, in these images taken during the Apollo missions, I'm assuming that it's showing some type of extraterrestrial activity on the moon. And however, NASA, okay, this guy claims that NASA has known about it and has attempted to hide this information from the general public. And Leonard was not the only one to make such claims, okay? So let's see what else we got here. Another astronaut named Dr. Edgar Mitchell, who was the sixth man to walk on the moon, also said, "We are not alone." So why are all of these astronauts saying this stuff? Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, here we go. Um, in 1979, Maurice Chatelain, former chief of NASA communications system, confirmed that Armstrong had indeed reported seeing two UFOs on the rim of a crater. The encounter was common knowledge in NASA, he revealed, but nobody has talked about it until now. Now, according to Armstrong, unofficially, we were warned away. I cannot go into details except to say that their ships were far superior to ours, both in size and technology. They were great and threatening. So, allegedly, they're saying that Armstrong said unofficially they were warned to stay away. He said he could not go into details except to say that their ships were far superior to ours, both in size and technology. They were great and threatening. So, is that the reason why they don't go back up to the moon? Also, some people actually believe that not all of the images that NASA released are the actual originals taken on the moon. And many believe this is because the original images of the moon reveal structures and artifacts that would cause a pandemic among the general public. Many believe that there are hundreds of images from NASA that have been altered in order to hide structures, moon bases, and artifacts that prove that there is alien presence on the moon. NASA scientist Dr. Farouk Elbaz described this as the best way possible when he stated that not every discovery has been announced to the public. Could that be the reason why they haven't been back to the moon? And also, you remember when some people say some of the pictures don't look like they're actually from the moon. They look like they made them up in a studio. And the thing, you know what I'm beginning to think? I'm beginning to think they did go to the moon, but they use like this person who this other scientist said that I just read from. I believe that they also use fakery pictures because they did not want to show us the true pictures because like this scientists say, they may have taken images to show that there is alien life on the moon. And like they said, they probably have different things up there which proves this. And they did not want to show the public because everybody's going to start freaking out. So they went in there and went on the lot or wherever they did and made up some pictures, made up a stage that looked like the moon and all that other stuff and made those pictures up. They could have done that. Now, this is allegedly. We don't know if they actually did that, okay? We're just guessing based on what I'm reading here. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that they probably did go to the moon. However, they didn't show us all the true pictures. They, like he said, they altered pictures. That's why a lot of people, when they go look at these pictures and stuff, they notice certain things and they say it look like something from Hollywood, because those pictures probably are. But they probably did go to the moon, because I actually don't think these people are just making this up, these astronauts. And then magically they go back and change everything and then say either, it was some light that they saw, or it was just, they don't know, it's a hoax, or they meant something else. They all come back and say this later on. Now, anyway, in addition to Leonard and other astronauts who have spoken out about alien life, another interesting claim comes from Dr. John Bradenberg, who was the deputy manager of the Clementine mission to the moon. The mission discovered water at the moon's poles in 1994. In an interview, Dr. Brandenburg, who spoke out about the fact that life on Mars existed in the distant past, said the following: "It was the Clementine mission, a photo mission basically to check out if someone was building bases on the moon that we did not know about. Were they expanding them? Of all the pictures I have seen from the moon that show possible structures, the most impressive is a picture of miles wide rectilinear structure. This looked unmistakably artificial, and it shouldn't be there." That's what I was trying to tell you guys. I couldn't think of the name of it. As somebody in the space defense community, I looked on any such structure on the moon with great concern, because it is not ours. There's no way we could have built such a thing. It means someone else is up there. That's what he said. So he said a recto, excuse me, not retro, but recto, linear structure. Now, I don't know what a recto linear structure is. Let me see what that is real quick. Because I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me check to see what that is, y'all. Hold on. A recto. What is a recto linear structure? Let's see what that is. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. What is a recto linear structure? We're going to see what that is real quick. What is that? A recto. Did I spell that right? Recto linear. Yeah, I did. Linear structure. What is that? I don't actually know what that is. It's not coming up. I don't know what that is. Let's see again if it come up. I don't know what that is, guys. I can't find any information on that. Well, but whatever it is, a recto linear structure, I couldn't find anything to tell me what it is. Maybe later on I'll be able to find something. But anyway, whatever it is, this Dr. Brandenburg said that it should not be there. Okay. And he said that it's not ours, and there's no way we could have built such a thing. And he said it means that someone else is up there. Now, anyway, Dr. Brandenburg made extremely interesting statements about Mars when he said that there is enough evidence to prove that at least 2 major nuclear blasts went off on the surface of the red planet in the distant past. The theory proposed by Dr. Brandenburg is based on traces of uranium and thorium that have been registered on the surface of Mars. This Martian civilization was wiped out by another hostile alien race from elsewhere in the universe. Dr. Bradenberg warns that our civilization could face the same fate. So again, all this information that I'm just reading, it appears to me that it could be something else out there, if this is true. In this article I'm reading, they said officially NASA and scientists around the globe have spoken out about aliens and how they expect we will discover signs of them in the next 20 years or so. However, many people believe these statements are a mere preparation for a disclosure movement that is going to change everything we believe about our mankind, our origin in life in the universe. Now that's crazy. Okay. Now again, you cannot say all of these doctors, all these scientists, astronauts are making this stuff up. You know, and then what about all the accounts of people saying that they see aliens? I know some people be lying. Okay, that's on everything. But what about the people that are not? And then what about the one YouTuber who went to Area 51 and then he was like he's seeing some things and then all of a sudden he comes back and recant his whole story. But also he said that some men who was black were watching him. And then he disappeared for a while. When he came back, he recanted his whole story, but he was looking like he was scared. And I don't even know if he's still doing YouTube videos or if he changed up. I don't know because I don't follow him or anything. I can't even remember his name. You know, I just find all of this kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? And odd, especially them claiming that they don't have the technology, the expertise to go back to the moon. I'm beginning to believe what the astronaut said when he said that they were warned not to go come back. So if they did see something up there, if this is true, then whatever it is scared the shit out of them because they're not going to go back up there. They've been there 6 times. And you would think since 1969, they would have been there so many more times since then. Let's see what else I got here. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. So this is just some speculation what NASA is trying to hide from us regarding the moon and other things. So number one is the dark side of the moon. They said the moon is our closest celestial neighbor. And you got to excuse me when I say these words wrong, okay? Because some of these words some of them are kind of weird to say. You know what I'm saying? If you're not used to saying them or seeing them, you may pronounce them wrong. Just to let you guys know that. They also said we have explored it extensively with various missions and landings. However, there is one side of the moon that we never see from Earth, the far side or the dark side. So, what's on the dark side of the moon? What is on the dark side of the moon? Okay. Anyway, that side of the moon always faces away from us. It is shrouded in mystery and speculation. All right. Anyway, again, what is on the dark side of the moon? Are there alien bases, ancient ruins, or secret NASA facilities? Why has NASA never sent a manned mission to the dark side of the moon, y'all? Why? Why haven't they sent any machines or anything to the dark side of the moon? Number two, the face on Mars. In 1976, NASA Viking 1 orbiter took a series, and that's nothing. Why come they don't take that NASA Viking 1 orbiter to the dark side of the moon and take pictures? And another thing too, when they go to the moon or whatever the case is, or any other planet, okay, and I do know when they go to certain planets, they do. I don't know if they automatically automatically just put it to on social media because I am subscribed to some channels, right, where you can see I forgot what you call those little things that they set up there to different planets to be up there for years and years. I used to watch them. I haven't watched them in a couple of months or maybe even a couple of years now. But I used to watch those, and they spit out pictures and everything. You know, they got actual cameras on them, and you can see the surface and everything of the planet that they're on. Okay, and I'm just wondering when they send like an orbiter to take pictures of stuff, why don't they do it where they could just send us those pictures through social media so we can see them, instantly? You see what I'm saying? They're not going to do that now. But anyway, As I was saying, in 1976, NASA Viking 1 orbiter took a series of images of the Cydonia region on Mars, which showed a striking resemblance to a human face. The image became famous as the face on Mars and sparked a lot of controversy and debate. Some people claim that the face was a sign of an ancient civilization on Mars or a message from aliens. Others argue that the face was just a natural formation, a trick of light and shadow. NASA dismissed the face as a coincidence, and later images from other missions show that the face was not as clear as it seemed. However, some people still believe that the face is real and that NASA is hiding something about the true nature of Mars as well. That is crazy. And I do see, I mean, I don't really see the face here. I can show y'all this, but I don't really see your face here. I mean, I guess if you tell yourself, well, actually, I do see a face. Actually, I do. Let me just show it to you guys. You do see a face here. If you look the right way, you will see it. So you can see it right here. You see eye, a little nose, and a mouth. You can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. You can see a face there, but it could be so many different things as well. Okay. So let's see number 3. So the third one, the UFO sightings. NASA has been involved in many UFO sightings and encounters both in Earth, both in space and on Earth. Some of these sightings have been captured on video, audio, or photographs and have been leaked or released to the public. Some of the most famous examples are the STS-48 incident, where a UFO dodged a missile-like object in orbit, and also the the STS-75 incident, where a swarm of UFOs surrounded a tethered satellite, and the STS-114 incident, where a UFO flew near the space shuttle Discovery. And then the NASA has always denied or explained away these sightings as debris, ice crystals, or optic illusions. However, some people suspect that NASA knows more than it admits and that it is covering up the existence of alien life. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I told you they always, explain stuff away and got an answer for every damn thing after people expose them. Then you know, they check these people, and these people recant their stories or make up some other reason. Okay, then they got the Planet X that some people think actually exists. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me go start that dryer again. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. All right, y'all. Hold on, let me just put these on my bed because I told y'all the other night I don't like wrinkled clothing. I don't know, y'all. I find it very, I find it just odd. You know what I'm saying? I just really do. And I'm wondering now. And before I never really gave. I did think about it, but I didn't think about it like I think about it. Been thinking about it the last couple of days. Um, and just really sitting down or laying down, just really thinking about this. And when I started thinking about it, I was like, they are definitely hiding stuff from us. I really do believe that, because all of these scientists, all of these astronauts, all of these people, doctors, they just cannot be lying. You know what I'm saying? And it's a reason, besides what they say, why they haven't sent anybody else up to Mars. Maybe they were threatened. And you know what? And if something did threaten them up there, they don't need to be going back up there, honestly. because we don't need to be starting any type of shit weirdness, because people can't, follow instructions. And just think, if they did encounter something telling them not to come back tomorrow, I mean to the moon again, whatever it is must be very powerful, for real, because they're scared the shit out of them. Anyway, as I was saying, they were talking about Planet X, and they said this is a hypothetical planet that some people believe exists beyond the orbit of Neptune, and that it comes close to the Earth every now and then, causing cataclysmic events. So anyway, this idea of Planet X originated from the writings of Zechariah Sitchin, who claimed that he translated ancient Sumerian texts that mentioned a mysterious planet called Nibiru, which is Planet X. And he said that an advanced alien race called the Anunnaki lived. According to Sitchin, the Anunnaki visited Earth in the past and created humans as their slaves. He also predicted that Planet X would return to Earth in 2012 and cause a global disaster, which we see it didn't happen. NASA has repeatedly denied the existence of Planet X and said that there is no evidence for such a planet. However, some people believe that NASA is lying and that it is hiding the truth about Planet X and its alien inhabitants. Now, I don't know about that one right there now, okay? I don't know. Okay, so anyway, they got another one, the Da Vinci mission. The Da Vinci mission is one of the most latest and most It is one of the most it's one of the latest and the most important projects of NASA. It aims to explore the mysteries of Venus, our sister planet. Venus is a hellish world with a thick atmosphere, scorching temperatures, and crushing pressures. However, it may not have always been that way. Some scientists think that Venus was once it once had, I guess, people or some other life form there. Anyway, because it had liquid, I guess, I don't know if it still has liquid water oceans and whatever else, there. But they do believe it has some, I guess it used to have liquid water oceans, and they said possibly even life. Anyway, the Da Vinci mission will send a probe into the atmosphere of Venus and measure its composition, temperature, pressure, and other properties. The probe will also take the first high-resolution images of the surface of Venus, which has never been seen clearly before. The mission hopes to answer some of the biggest questions about Venus, such as, did Venus ever host life? How did Venus and Earth come to be so different? What are the secrets of I don't know how you say this, Venusine clouds? And the Da Vinci mission is scheduled to launch in 2029 and will take about a year to reach Venus. However, some people wonder if NASA is telling us everything about the mission or if there is something more to it. What is NASA really looking for on Venus? What will they find there? And what will they do with it? That's kind of 2029. So we got how many years? 5 years before they actually be ready to go there. No telling. I believe they be looking for more stuff. I really do. I believe they be looking for life. You know what I'm saying? Or aliens or whatever the case is. So those are the top 5 mysteries of NASA that you need to know about. Do you guys think that NASA is hiding something from us? Do you think NASA is hiding information from us regarding the moon? And do you believe that there could be alien life forms on the planet, on the moon, or any other planet out there? Let's see what else they got here. Hold on, y'all. Let me read these little messages. Hold on. Let me get this. I just thought I saw some messages right here. Let's see. Oh, no, these are 103 claps. Yeah, this is crazy though. Let's see. Hold on for 1 second. Let me see what this article is right here. I think these are the same too. Let me make sure to see if I covered all of the stuff about NASA. I'm gonna go to a TikTok video as well. Let's see. We already did that one. Hold on. I think that's all of the stuff that I have about the moon right here. So let me go to, hold on, let me see what this is right here. Okay. This is just one of the same thing that I just basically talked about an answer. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Okay, so they said NASA claims that all of the original recordings of the video and telemetry data of the moon landing were accidentally erased. And they reused the tapes and taped over the original footage. Um, Something so important as being up on the moon and seeing everything. How in the hell would you let something be accidentally erased? Or they accidentally lose something? No, no, no. Just like this person said in this article, this person said no, they intentionally destroyed that information so that no one could examine it and expose the fact that the moon landing was fake or the moon has other things on it that they don't want us to know about. Somebody else said the supposed lunar lander looks like a pile of junk constructed by school kids for a science project made of aluminum foil and scrap metal. And then somebody else said the video of the lunar lander supposedly blasting off from the surface of the moon is laughable, fake, and looks like it's from a cheap 1960s B sci-fi movie. So this is it, but I can't show it here because it's on YouTube. And they also said the press conference by the astronauts of the Apollo 11 mission is very bizarre. These men have supposedly just been a part of the most amazing achievement in human history, yet at the press conference, they behave in in extremely strange manner. Somber, depressed, frigidity, strange smirks, and with fear in their faces and voices. It's like a hostage video. Hell yeah. Because the thing about it is that if they did actually go to the moon for real, they may have been looking like that because of what they saw when they were up there. Because again, I think they did go out to the moon, but I think that they may have changed up, altered pictures and videos and stuff because they don't want you to see what they really saw out there. They don't want you guys to see that. So they changed everything up, maybe. Okay. Because again, if nobody say anything about a big spaceship that they said do not come back, and other things, they said somebody else is up there. They didn't see that little what did I call that thing? I can't remember what it was called already. That that linear thing. If that wasn't up there and stuff, then I would say they probably faked it. Okay, but when the doctor said that he saw that there, and the other scientists, and then the astronauts said what they saw, I don't think they're making this up. I just really don't. And again, who built that linear structure thing? Who built that? Who made that? The doctor, what's his name, Berg, said we didn't make it. So who made that? And then it also has water there, water pose, right? So why is water pose there? So let's talk about the photos. They said analysis of photographs and video allegedly taken of the astronauts on the moon has exposed many problems, including photographs supposedly taken from locations miles apart on the surface of the moon that have identical backgrounds, mountains, etc., suggesting that the photographs were fake with a standard background used. Notably, in all of the photos of the lunar lander on the surface of the moon, there is no visible crater or hole in the ground directly beneath the lunar lander, which should exit if the lunar lander descended to the surface of the moon using rocket thrusters. There is also not even one speck of dust on the feet or landing pads of the lunar lander. When you would expect a huge dust storm to have been caused by the descent thrusters. It is also very interesting there that no stars are ever visible in any of the video or photographs supposedly taken from the surface of the moon. That's because if they did go to the moon, that's because these are different pictures in different videos. They have the original ones. They didn't ever show you guys those because they don't want you to see what they saw. If on the moon, if this other astronaut or scientist or doctor, when he said that they're trying to hide the fact that there are artifacts there, other things that indicates that there is alien life form there, that's the reason why they made up. They could have. I'm gonna put the could have in there. They could have made up all these videos and pictures. It doesn't mean that they didn't really go because they could have went there. They just don't want the public to see the original pictures and videos. Okay, because then some people are gonna panic if if all of this stuff is true about what I just said. So they said it's not just about the supposed moon landings. NASA is engaged in many other deceptions and frauds, including the Mars mission, the International Space Station, and their portrayal of the nature of our universe in general. There are numerous videos on YouTube exposing that the videos supposedly showing astronauts in the International Space Station are fake. There are likely videos made with blue screens and the astronauts in wires, harnesses, simulating weightlessness. Okay, so I don't know, like I said, about that right there. I don't understand why they would be trying to trick us with all that, but anything is possible. You know. So yeah, it's pretty. Like I said, this is all weird, But again, okay. So I was just looking at the other stuff that they have on that subject, but again, if they did put up fake pictures and videos, again, it could be for the reason what I just said. I do think they did go to the moon, but they may not just be telling us and showing us the real things. Because again, why if they didn't go, why would these doctors, astronauts, in that female astronaut, why would all these people be saying the things that they said? It wouldn't serve no purpose really. Because the thing is because when they said it, they went back and recanted everything and try to cover up. If they didn't really go to the moon or anything else, what would be the purpose of doing all of the other stuff and saying this stuff? Because they don't want nobody to think that there is alien life form. So it wouldn't serve no purpose to pretend like you went to the moon, have all these astronauts, these doctors, this lady screaming, you know, in saying the things that they say. It wouldn't be no purpose. It wouldn't be no reason for them to do this. So I don't know for sure. I don't know if they actually went, if they did go, if they didn't go, but I do believe that they probably did. I really do. But I also believe, especially after reading the other material that I just read, I believe that they don't show the true pictures. They're not showing the true videos. I believe they reenacted all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's very possible. You know, Yeah, I'm just reading it. Okay. Now let me go to a couple of TikTok videos regarding that, and then I'm gonna be done with this topic. So let's see. Let me just tell you what one person said could be the reason why they faked the moon landing in all of NASA's other deceptions. They said the primary motivation is to prove justification and proof for their false cosmology and claims about the nature of the universe, with the ultimate aim being to cause people to doubt and reject the Bible and the Creator. It all goes back to the hell-centric model, the theory of evolution, the Big Bang Theory, and other ideas which were designed to cause people to reject God and the Bible. Yes, it is part of the larger satanic conspiracy. Satan and his minions currently rule the world. They are at the spears of power in established media, Hollywood, the government, academia, etc. And they are pushing an aesthetic, circular, anti-Christian worldview. Okay. But the thing about it, though, um, I don't know for sure. Like I said, I don't know for sure regarding that because you know, when I talk to, when we say aliens, I don't believe aliens are like people. I believe aliens are like demons. Okay. So then that goes back into the Bible stuff. So I don't know if NASA would fake all of this because of what this person say for sure. Because if they are trying to get everybody to not believe in God and things like that, and they therefore Satan, then they would know that these alien things are demons. And if they are trying to get people away from the Bible, why would they lie about, you know, going up to the moon and things like that? Because they would know, because if they see something out there, they would know that they seen some creatures, and they would probably know that these creatures are something that's not human, that could be something satanic. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if I know I just confuse y'all when I say it all of that, okay? Because I be confusing myself, but I'm just saying I know what I'm trying to say. But I don't know if that's 100%, you know, true what this person is saying right here. I don't know about that. So let's see. I don't know. So somebody was asking, why don't you see the stars up there on the pictures? And somebody replied back and said they would have you believe it's because the landings happen during the day and the sun, the reflection of the sun, are brighter than the far away stars. And somebody said, I don't buy that crap. You should be able to see the stars. There are no city lights on the moon. Okay. So everybody trying to decipher this. So one person said, can you see stars from the earth during the day? You can't. Then why would you expect to see stars from the moon during the day? That's when the picture were taken. You see blue skies when you're on the earth during the day because the earth has an atmosphere. Yet you can't see the atmosphere at night, can you? You can see right into the sky. The moon does not have an atmosphere to speak of. It does, but very unlike ours. But the sun reflection still blocks out the light from the stars during the day somewhat. You can still see the stars even in the day, but the pictures we see weren't done correctly. There are plenty of pictures of the stars taken from the moon, better than ever taken from Earth, but keep right on ignoring that. The answers really are simple, folks. Good grief. Every single object in the cons- what is this? Conspiracies has been thoroughly debunked beyond any shadow of a doubt. And most of the explanations are pretty simple. And the conspiracists usually conveniently ignore some key facts to make their points. This is one of the biggest problems the internet has created. Used to be conspiracy looms were few and far between and couldn't affect but so many. But now they can huddle up on websites and have an effect on other weak-minded folks. Flat earth idiots, 911 hoaxers, etc. Never used to have much of a voice, and honestly shouldn't. Fools like that used to get laughed out of places when they spewed their nonsense. I agree to some of that stuff that he just said point blank. Um, and like he just said, as far as the stars, you probably can't see them, in the daytime. Again, I do believe that they went to the moon. For real, for real. I really do. I just believe if some of those pictures are not true, it's because they alter them because of their reasons, because they know that the true pictures, the true videos show that there is life on the moon, alien life. It shows all the artifacts. It shows structures and things like that. And if they show that to the people are going to panic. And I do believe that something out there told them not to come back to the moon. I don't believe the shit that they say. I don't believe they cannot. They don't have the people with the expertise, and they don't have the technology, but yet they got the technology to do everything else. Okay, and they had the technology back then, back in 1969, and all the other years. Please, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just on everything. I don't believe that. I believe that it is something up there. I don't believe all these scientists, all these astronauts, all these doctors, even some people. I don't believe everybody is lying. Now, granted, I'm not trying to see no aliens or anything else or trying to communicate with them. I don't care about them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that I do believe some of these people when they say that they've seen certain things. And I definitely believe these astronauts, and I believe the damn scientists and the doctor. I believe what they say, you know? And I think that NASA deliberately made these pictures and videos to trick everybody, to make them think that there is nothing out there. And I think it really is something there. Where do you guys think all these missing people are at? The ones that they can never find. I have read stories of people going out to the forest and just disappearing. No traces of them. And don't say no animal, because usually animals leave some type of trace. What about all these people who say they've been taken, and brought back? I don't think everybody's making up stuff. I just don't. So what do you guys think? Do you think that NASA faked all of the trips to the moon? Okay. Do you think those are the real videos and pictures that they show us? Also, do you believe those scientists, the astronauts, the former astronauts, and the doctors who told you that they seen that something must be out there, because of the linear structure that one of the doctors saw there, and he was wondering who could have built it because he knows something had to build that. You know what I'm saying? Do you believe him? Do you believe the female German astronaut who was screaming, "We were warned"? The same thing that they just said that Armstrong said, or somebody, one of the other astronauts said, that these creatures said not to come back. Do you believe that the other astronauts saw this huge ship that was far more superior than anything we could have ever made? Do you believe that there are extraterrestrials out there on the moon or any other planet or even here on Earth? Like I said, guys, you can look up all this information on Google. Again, you got a lot of cracks on here. You got people who be lying and things like that, but you have to decipher everything yourself and, just read through it and see what you think, And like I said, it's a lot of information. I definitely couldn't go over everything because it's a lot, but you guys can feel free to look it up online and read all about all this different stuff, everything that they said that they have seen, and, just looking at all the information. Okay. We're going to move on to some breaking news now, y'all. That was an interesting topic right there, too. You know, oh, I said I was going to show you a TikTok video. Let me show you that real quick because I forgot. I forgot just that quick. And we've been on here for an hour and 15 minutes. So we got another like 45 minutes, and that will be it for tonight. Okay. No more than 2 hours, you know. Let me see if I save one of them. Let me look on here first to make sure I didn't save any before I go to the actual TikTok. Hold on for 1 second. So that's the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. Let me see what that is real quick first. Okay, they just asking about the same stuff. Let's see. Okay, so let me go to TikTok and see. I'm about to turn my phone all the way down because y'all know what's going to happen. Gonna be some music. Let's do this. It's cold in my bedroom, y'all. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Hold on. Wait, let me do proof. Wait, hold on. Not on Mars, on the moon. Let's see. So let's listen to a couple of these, okay? Hold on for a second. Let me turn this music down. This is for entertainment. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. And let me tell y'all right now, these videos does not mean this is 100% true. Just like the stuff that I told you guys, okay? This is allegedly, everything is, because we don't know for sure. And what we think, all right?
This moon is not a moon, okay? It's not your moon in the first place. Actually, this is not your planet. This is their laboratory, okay?
Right. Okay, the Dracos, you mean? Or the reptilians?
Draco reptilian / reptilian. And when we got to the moon, we found out a lot of surprises, okay? The Draco reptilians were already there. And we knew because we had probes when we went non-manned probes that we sent around the moon. So we knew there was a facility on the backside. We knew a whole lot that people didn't talk about. But we were in a position where
Wow.
This moon is not a moon, okay? It's not your moon in the first place.
Wow.
Actually, this is not your planet. This is their laboratory.
Okay.
Okay?
Right. Okay, the Dracos.
So he said this is not our moon or our planet. Okay. I mean, like I said, I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they don't believe they went to the moon, but I actually still believe they went to the moon. Okay. Point blank. Let's see what they're saying.
Pilot John Lear. There are millions of aliens living on the moon. The former CIA pilot, John Lear, gave an interview that has completely surprised the world. Lear has declared controversial information, such as names, details, and the range of 250 million humanoid aliens that, according to him, live on the moon. As if that were not enough, Lear has also reported that below the surface of the moon, there are urban areas where races of gray extraterrestrials live. According to the former CIA pilot, in these underground facilities, there are laboratories where genetic experiments are carried out. John Lear is a well-known and controversial character in the UFO community. In the 80s and 90s, he gave revelations referring to top-secret information about extraterrestrial activity. At that time, Lear said, in 1953, an alien ship crashed and captured an extraterrestrial we called EB-3, which then helped the US government to build some spacecraft with extraterrestrial technology. In 1962, we had vehicles that could not go faster than the speed of light, like alien vehicles, but fast enough to reach the moon in 60 minutes and a few hours to go to Mars. The first flight to Mars took place in 1966. Even on the Red Planet, there are around 600 million alien beings and some human colonies. John Lear. According to Lear, NASA has edited the photographs taken by Apollo missions 8, 10, and 11 to prevent some secrets of the moon from being revealed. These photographs were published in 1971 in the NASA book SB 246. Despite the editing of images, it is still possible to see a city, a spatial base, pipes, roads, vegetation, air, atmosphere, 66% of gravity compared to Earth, lights, mining operations, and a nuclear reactor. To do this, extraterrestrial collaboration was needed since many buildings on the moon were already there before the operations began. This has been done for the last 40 years.
Wow.
John's father had been involved in anti-gravity technology programs in the mid-1950s, a completely secret technology today. According to Lear, everything we know about the moon is a government sham with the specific objective of hiding its extraterrestrial activities and programs. He also says that the government has hidden the fact that there are many planets in the universe like Earth. Lear added, "I cannot prove it, or I would already be dead. I cannot show you an image of the USS Enterprise up there now. It is precisely what makes sense to know the technology obtained after the US government. I have injected billions or trillions of dollars into all of Tesla's investigations. And that's not all." Lear also gave another statement, which may be the most surprising of all. Lear said that our planet is actually a planetary prison and serves as a prison institution where prisoners must reach a higher level of consciousness. Surprising statements like the previous ones logically need evidence. Unfortunately, Lear has no way to prove it, and as he says, if he had them, he would already be dead. We are aware that other researchers who have come close to the truth have ended their days in strange ways. Although these stories sound like fantasy, we cannot rule them out. First world governments carry out secret projects, invest in advanced technology, and have great secrets that they refuse to declassify. Little by little, we will know the truth, and the truth is more fascinating than fiction. Leave us your thoughts in the comment section.
That's tripped out. And
Former
see,
CIA
I
pilot.
just said something similar, to the reason why they probably did the fake pictures and stuff, because we do believe those pictures are fake.
The moon is a spaceship.
Let's see.
It was built on Jupiter about 38 million years ago. And between the time it was built and 15,000 years ago, it's been touring around our solar system. Our solar system, we're told by NASA there's 9 planets. There's actually 40. There's the Earth plus 39. And each of those planets has a civilization. And each of those planets has moons that have civilizations. There's so much going on out there that, we could not possibly grasp how much is going on in our solar system. There's so much air traffic control. It's fantastic. The amount of trade that goes on, both technologically and sociologically, it's just amazing all the stuff that's going on.
Wow.
So it was made on Jupiter.
By who? By what race?
By, I don't know.
Just some ET race, yeah.
And it's been towed around to the different moons doing exactly what it's doing now. And that is monitoring whoever lives on there.
Okay.
And abducting or doing whatever it is they would like to do.
Damn.
Now, it doesn't have its own propulsion. It has to be towed. And our moon was towed into its orbit now about 15,000 years ago, just after the Ice Age,
Wow.
the last Ice Age. And when man first became aware of the moon, or aware of the skies, there was no moon, and then there was 2 moons, and then there was 1 moon.
Okay.
And we think that the 2 moons was the vehicle that towed our moon into space.
Okay.
There's a guy named Norman Berggren who's passed away now, very knowledgeable, had so many degrees and works with so many of our aerospace companies doing different things. He lived in Los Altos Hills, which was south of San Francisco. Worked at Lockheed, retired in 1986, and got a hold of some of the Voyager photos of Saturn's rings. And he wrote The Ringmakers of Saturn.
Right. Is that about the fuel coming out from the rings?
Yeah, the spaceship.
The spaceship, yeah.
There's 3 of them that he saw. And one of the biggest is 30,000 miles long.
Damn.
And 2,400 miles in diameter. Anyway, I thought it'd be really nice to meet this guy, and I wrote him, and I just happened to be going to the UFO conference in San Jose in 2005. And I went by his house, met him, and we became friends, very good friends over the years. Unfortunately, he passed away a couple years ago, but in the back part of The Ringmakers of Saturn, he discussed how the moon was towed into its orbit and his proof. The moon is a spaceship. It was built on Jupiter about 38 million years ago.
Okay. There you go. So he said the moon was built on Jupiter. Okay. Like I said, y'all, they got a lot of conspiracy theories. Hold on.
This photo was taken on one of the Apollo moon
So
missions
let's see.
by
This is a photo.
NASA
Let's see if y'all
and
can see
appears
that.
to show dome-like objects in the center of a crater.
In my opinion, that is not a natural structure. It's got to be some intelligent species that created it. I was in
So that's what they talking about. That's what that lunar
would
thing is, I
actually show
guess.
domes and actual bases.
Ken
Domes and
Johnson was
bases.
director of NASA's photo lab, and when he discovered these dome-like objects, his bosses told him to destroy the photos.
He finally said, I don't care what you do, just get rid of those pictures that were taken.
Is this a cover-up? Could there be alien bases on the moon?
Wow.
This photo was taken on one
That's
of the
crazy,
Apollo moon
y'all.
missions by NASA and
You
appears to
see?
show
They
domes.
just telling. They are just telling. So he said giants are on the moon. I don't know how true this is.
NASA doesn't want you to know that.
I don't know how true, because they be having trickery on here. I don't see shit here. Oh, I see that right there. Are those footprints? What's that? Let's see. Look at this. Oh, they showing people a giant. But the thing about this video, let me tell you, because they got music playing. But the thing about this picture right here, now this could have been edited, Photoshop. Let me see. You can barely see it because I got it blocked out because of the music. Behind this, let me see real quick. Right there. Y'all can see a little person right there. A big person. That's supposed to be on the moon, okay? So I don't know. Again, I don't know if this is true. You know what I'm saying? Because they do a lot of editing and stuff like that. But y'all, somebody said just a shadow, 137 degree on sea, on surface to moon and backside. Okay, okay, this is not a giant, but angel visit the moon. Okay. Like I said, he said it's a giant. I don't know what it is. I don't know if that's even real. But as far as all the other videos, especially the one that was saying about NASA could be showing fake pictures because they don't want us to know that alien life forms are on the moon. That's the part that I kind of believe. All that other stuff, I don't know about all of that. I just wanted you guys to see it. You can go to TikTok, you can go to YouTube or whatever, and you can pull up all types of information. But the one that I actually believe is the one about, all the doctors and all of them, the scientists and the astronauts saying what they saw, and also the fact that those pictures and stuff, a lot of people said it was fake. Experts and stuff said it was fake. So I'm thinking, just like one of these people, one of the astronauts or doctors or scientists said, I'm thinking they made those pictures. They could have possibly made those pictures to make us not to make us think that everything is cool up there, and not to let the public know that alien life forms are there on the moon, point blank. You know what I'm saying? As far as all this other stuff, I don't know. So guys, again, if you have any input, you can feel free to put that down in the comment section. Once this video is over, if you're watching this in the replay, you can feel free to put that in the comment section, what you think about, the moon, and if they actually visited, if the pictures are edited or real or whatever the case, or altered, if the videos are altered. Do you think alien life form exists on other planets? And do you think NASA is hiding things from us about the moon and other planets? Okay. All right. So we're going to move on and go over this breaking news real quick. It's only got about 30 minutes, and then we are going to get out of here. That's interesting. Hold on. Let me turn this off. Lord knows we ain't going to get no copyright strike claim on that. Probably will for that music, but it's fine. Okay, so let me go over some breaking news real quick with you guys, okay? Because a lot of this stuff has happened, and it's very important to go over breaking news as well as these topics, okay, to wrap up this weekend. All right, this week, I mean, to wrap up the week. Okay, let me see. We got a comment over here. Hey, Big Slump, how you doing? Oh, I know. They definitely are. They definitely are. I'm an alien. No, I'm just playing. I'm not, y'all. But you're right. They are. Just like those reptilian people, those are aliens. I like I said before, I believe aliens are demons anyway. So, and demons are real. So, see, who's to say that out there in space, not to talk about this again, but who's to say that not out there in space, that's where the demons and all that other type of stuff is at? Okay, and because humans are so damn nosy, it messes with everything and got to find out everything. That's the only reason why some people have probably seen them and things like that. You got nutty fruitcakes who you try to contact aliens. I don't know why they do this. Okay. So, I mean, we haven't seen everything. We don't know everything. We haven't seen everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just no telling. But I actually think that's what they are. Okay, now let's go ahead and do this breaking news real quick. So anyway, let me just tell you, I got to be fair. I have to be fair. Okay, I got to. Normally, a lot of YouTubers probably wouldn't even talk about this because I actually covered this case in this not case, but this situation. I covered this story a couple of months ago. This is the update to that story, though. Damn, really? Are they real reptilians? Because people do dress up as these type of things, and they play these little games like that. You know what I'm saying? How do you know these things are real? You say you've seen videos of reptilians eating kids on the dark web. That's why these people better watch their kids, because like I said earlier, where are all these missing people that you cannot find? Something is taking them. I don't really go to the dark web. I went there a long time ago, but haven't been back since. Okay, so anyway, let's go ahead and do this breaking news. Y'all remember the brick lady? Anyway, the Houston woman who claimed brick attack, she got charged with a GoFundMe theft. She turns herself in. All right, so let me show y'all who I'm talking about because I covered her story. In her story was a hoax. Hey, Red Bear TV, thank you for coming in. Y'all check out Red Bear TV and show him some love and support. Now, I covered her story. However, we found out that she was faking and doing foolishness. But I still stand by what I say because you do have women for real getting abused by men. Okay, point blank. So I still stand by what I said. It's just a shame that she was doing a prank and shit, a hoax, or whatever the case it is. Okay, anyway, this is the lady I'm talking about who I covered a couple months ago. Had a huge debate with two other people. We're still friends and everything because I let people speak how they want to speak over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't cut you off. I don't disrespect. I don't do none of that shit. Everybody got their own right to their own opinion over here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this Houston woman claimed to be attacked by a man who threw a brick at her. She was charged with theft by deception and has turned herself in, per Fox 26. Rhoda Osman raised over $42,000 after her videos about the September 2023 incident went viral, and shortly afterwards, she was accused of making the entire thing up. After investigation, authorities asserted the event to be untrue, and Osman was charged in Houston with theft by deception. On Tuesday, January the 23rd, the 33-year-old reportedly surrendered to the police. She is now reportedly free on a $10,000 bond, and an arraignment has been scheduled for March the 5th. Osman had to surrender her passport under the conditions of the bond. The original viral video showed Osman crying with a swollen wound on her face. She claimed a man struck her with a brick because she would not give him her number. Word about the ordeal quickly spread on social media, and donations along with supportive words started pouring in. Anyway, a review of local surveillance footage by a detective reportedly showed Osman slapping a person whom she claimed was her assailant. The individual struck her back with a water bottle, which contradicts Osman's original story about the weapon being a brick. According to a charging document, Osman reported to the police that she was hit in the face with a brick and also claimed to have nearly escaped a kidnapping attempt by a supposed Uber driver. The GoFundMe page has since been deactivated. That's a damn shame. All right. Now, when she did all of this, some people were saying that she did it to prove a point, how people react, how men be, how people don't help you and things like that. I don't know why she did it, honestly. I just don't know why she faked this and stuff. I don't know if she faked this to get those GoFundMe donations, to get all the views. I don't know, because people do some weird shit just to get views on social media. You know what I'm saying? And to get donations. Let's see. Somebody said people stop falling for it in donating to the GoFundMe scams. Donate to organizations you know are legitimate. A fool and his money are easily parted. People shaking my head. Somebody said same thing with the Carly Russell hoax. Faked her own kidnapping in Alabama. Dumb. That's what this reminds me of. No, this is a little different because she made it seem like some man just hit her with a brick in her face. You know what I'm saying? And that caused a lot of, reactions within the world, within social media, on the news and everything. She did something totally entirely different than Carly Russell. Now what Carly Russell did was stupid too, but it's a little different. But anyway, I don't know. Somebody said why GoFundMe don't investigate these claims. I don't know why GoFundMe does not investigate stuff, because people get up there every time something happens, they want money. I don't know why GoFundMe doesn't do that. Okay, another commenter said, what is wrong with people? I am a woman of color. Never have I ever wanted nor crave attention this badly, and not even for money. We have it hard enough. Then here comes clowns, and here comes clowns like her. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of people that fake stuff. She's not the only one. It's a lot of people that fake shit, that lie, that scam, that do all types of shit. So she's not the only one. The thing is it's not right, and I just don't see no purpose of her doing that. Unless she was just trying to get money, like I said before. But she could have got money different type of ways and made it more legit, where she could have kept the money. So again, I don't know why this psycho girl did all this foolery. But like I said before, I had to be fair. I had to tell you guys about it. So you guys can know about that. That it was fake. She has now been charged with theft by deception, and hopefully, justice will be served on her completely. Let's go ahead and go to the next story. All right. What time is it? Okay, here we go. Hold on, y'all. I got to get off this little thing here. So here we go. So hold on, y'all. Let me find it. So I did tell you guys I was going to tell you about the caves. Okay, so let me tell you guys about that real quick. All right. So anyway, I should have did a whole separate video on this, but I'm going to tell you guys about this real quick, and then I'm going to tell you about Vince McMahon. Hold on. These are the caves right here that the homeless people were found living in Southern California. Let me show you this video. And this is from, what's the name? It's not, hold on, damn it.
C. Rojas took us on the treacherous walk to see the craters created near Crater Avenue.
And if one of these were to collapse, it would be devastating. This whole side would come down and into the water.
7,600 pounds of trash. That's how much was cleared out by volunteer groups and police over the weekend.
So this was fully furnished.
Yes.
Those are caves.
There was bedding. There was little things up on the mantle, lack of a better word, mantle.
Goodness.
Food items, drugs, guns.
We had a hard time figuring out how they got so much stuff
Look
down
at the
in
furniture.
there, considering how hard it was. It's always harder to get it up the hill and get it out.
Chris Guptill was one of these volunteers who says they found 8 caves in total, but it wasn't the group's first time down here.
Goodness.
We really don't have a known...
Hidden homeless caves tucked along the Tuolumne River in Modesto.
These are basically stairs that they made to get down to the
Damn, they
dwelling.
made stairs and everything, y'all.
Took us on the treacherous walk to see the craters created near Crater Avenue.
And if one of these were to collapse, it would be devastating. This
Damn.
whole side would come down and into the water.
They was blessed.
7,600 pounds of trash. That's how much was cleared out by volunteer groups and police over the weekend.
So this was fully furnished.
Yes. There was bedding. There was little things up on
Still got a heart up there.
mantle. Lack of a better word, mantle. Food items, drugs, guns.
That's crazy,
Had a
y'all.
hard time figuring out how they got so much stuff down in there, considering how hard it was. It's always harder to get it up the hill
So-
and get it out.
Chris Guptill was
Let's
one
stop
of
this
these
real quick.
volunteers.
So the thing is, I'm trying to figure out how did they carry chairs and beds and stuff down that pathway. You know what I'm saying? The food. And I wonder what area of the cave did they have all their trash in? Because trash stinks if you have it, you don't want it close to you, then it can get maggots and things like that, mice, all types of stuff. Let me see what some of these people are saying. Then I'm gonna tell you about the original story about it. Let's see. Somebody said if they put that kind of creativity and work into a job, they would not be homeless. Let's see. I don't know. Somebody else said with all the programs available, they have access. If you're smart enough to build and furnish caves, you certainly got the capacity to get help. Okay, another commenter said, that's not a livable cave. Those things collapse easy. I really wish our government would stop spending billions making bombs and weapons and instead spend a few thousands to build homes for the poor. Where's the love? This should not happen in our country. They were blessed that the cave did not collapse, especially with all this rain. You know what I'm saying? They just was really blessed because I just don't see it being safe. I really don't. And I would have actually been scared to live there, honestly. But I guess when you don't have any choice, that's what you do. And then, I guess they were safer there because there was a whole bunch of them living there. They had it fixed up. They had weapons, drugs, they had furniture, food, everything in that cave, period. Now, let me tell you the actual story about it real quick. Let's see. So, those caves were 20 feet. They are 20 feet below street level, okay? Let's see what else. Where is the story? Hold on. See, full page. So, okay, here we go. It took them 2 truckloads in a trailer to get all of the stuff out of those caves. Anyway, before they started cleaning it up, they told all of the homeless people there about the operation and informed them of services to assist them. Okay? Now, some of those caves, like they just said, was fully furnished, indicating that vagrants had been living there for some time. Items found inside the cave are bedding, belongings, food items on a makeshift mantle, drugs, and a weapon. And like they said, they said they had a hard time trying to figure out how they got so much stuff down in there, considering how hard it was to get it up the hill and out. That is crazy. They found 8 caves in total. And again, they said if one of those caves would have collapsed, it would have been devastating. And the whole thing would come down and go into the water. So I guess the water is right over there by it. So that's a damn trip out. Let me see if I can get some other pictures of that cave. Because I can't, like, wow. That's like tripped out, y'all, for real. Let's see. Maybe on take pictures. Let me see. No, homeless live there in Modesto, California. Let's see if they show actually. Yeah, they do show them here. Let's see. You can barely see this. They was actually living in these little tiny ass holes. Yeah, these little bitty ass holes. How they get? I guess some of the holes, yeah, because we did see some larger holes where they can bring stuff in. So they living up in there. Okay, that's tripped out, y'all. Let's see if they got any more pictures. Let's see. I don't know how anybody would have been scared to go up in there. I would have been scared. But I guess, like I said, if you get homeless, and you don't have any shelter, you do what you got to do. And what about when it's cold, though? I bet you it was freezing in that damn cave. Had to be. Let's see. So they basically got the same pictures that I just showed you guys on the video and stuff. Damn. So yeah, that's crazy. I do think they need to build, start more programs to help homeless people, and get them off the streets and stuff, and definitely get them out of caves. I know, like over here where I live at, well, not where I live at, but like not too far from where I live at, in our forest over here, they basically, some homeless people basically go over there and make their little homeless camp over there inside the woods. You don't even know they're there. It's just that one day I was driving and I saw one of a homeless person walk through the woods, right? And so the next time when I was coming past that way, I just slowed down and shine my headlights toward that way, and I could see that they had the tent in there and everything. You know what I'm saying? So they be finding all types of areas to sleep, to have their little tent at and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you something else they do out here too, is that like out in my area, like you'll see a homeless person, like it's this one homeless person. What he does is he has a sleeping bag, he has this little basket, shopping cart, and he have all his little items in there. And what he does is he get a space by the store, a regular grocery store, and he does a makeshift bed right there. That's where he sleeps at every night. And I seen another dude sleep behind the restaurant the same type of way. But he put boxes underneath of him, and then he put his little covers over that. I guess the boxes keep the cold air from getting to you, when you're laying down on the ground and stuff. And it may also soften up the ground. Not soften up the ground, but soften up, give you like a little cushion so the ground won't be hurting you like that and stuff. But they be making a way though. They just be they that's why I always try to help the homeless, because they be definitely pitiful when you look at them and stuff. And then some of them be so dirty and just look pitiful. You know what I'm saying? And then I know they be cold because like here, right now it's 48 degrees outside. All right. So if anybody's out there homeless right now, they're probably cold out there because like the cool breeze coming from this mountain area, it's just colder. You know what I'm saying? So I be feeling sorry for them. So I always try to help them when I can, when I see them. Yeah, they be sleeping all types of places. And they have, I guess the sleeping bag is pretty warm once you get in there and stuff. And then what I find very disturbing though is when I see old people being homeless. I don't think no old person should be homeless. The state should make sure they provide, a home and things like that for older people. So you in retired vets and things like that. You fight for your country and you come back and you get homeless and they don't help out. Hey, Tony Bands, thank you for coming through, hon. Y'all check out Tony and show him some love and support. Yeah, it's a shame that you can fight for your country, and serve your country, and then something happen and you go through hard times and you end up being homeless. You should never even have to worry about being homeless, because they should take care of all former, military people. If you have an honorable discharge, they should take care of everybody. I mean, give them a house to stay in, pay for free medical, good medical. They do get, the VA, but they should be able to go to any doctor they want to. You know what I'm saying? Because of what they did for the country, for their country, for y'all country, you know. But anyway, hopefully they did help all of the homeless people out and got them a place to be at, to live at, like a shelter or whatever the case is. But I know they probably was mad. I wonder how did they find, I bet you some of those residents, those neighbors told that they were there. But if they were like, like a lot of times you wouldn't even say anything, like the homeless guy that I be seeing, they let him sleep out there because he does not be doing anything. He's not breaking into shit. He's not harassing people or anything. He just comes there like at 5 o'clock, and that's where he be. I don't know how long he stays there overnight, because I have never went through there like late at night or anything. But that's what time he usually come there, around 4 or 5, and he goes to sleep early. He makes his bed up and everything. And I was like, shit, what else do he have to do? the best way to do it is to sleep. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. To sleep, sleep your time away. And so that's why he come. That's why he does that at around 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, but I really do wish they would, do something about all that because it's not good. Okay, let's go ahead and give you the next story so we can get up out of here. What time is it? All right. Hold on, let me get the next story, y'all. Hold on. So the next one is about Vince McMahon, okay? And I told you guys that hold on, he just resigned today, all right? Anyway, he is facing disturbing trafficking accusations, all right? Let's see here. I'm getting more and more sleepy. So this is Vince McMahon right here from WWE. He's the WWE chairman and CEO, okay? And he be on the show all the time. Even pretend like he was wrestling at times. Okay, so anyway, y'all, oh God. Hold on, let me see. So a lawsuit has been filed against WWE co-founder Vince McMahon that accuses him of taking part in trafficking. Janelle Grant, a former employee for the WWE, has accused McMahon of putting her through physical and emotional abuse in her lawsuit. Okay. She accuses McMahon of treating her with extreme cruelty and degradation. Denigration. Let's see. She said, when it comes to X, there's a lot of riding on you, and that includes your ability to get up. It's worth noting that former WWE head of talent relations, John Laurinaitis, was also named in the Grants lawsuit. That is crazy. So they accused them of actually assault and trafficking. Wow. So anyway, later on, he was, I guess they had him to resign from his position. So anyway, they said this isn't the first time McMahon has faced such serious allegations. A couple of years ago, he reportedly paid 4 women millions of dollars to silence their sexual misconduct and infidelity claims. Damn. So yeah, damn, hot ass mess. Somebody said there should be a statute of limitations to this kind of shit. 5 years it took for her to decide she was tired of being dicked down for a dime. Real victims that are of, at, or above normal adult intelligence don't cry RAPE 5 years later when the deal didn't sweeten. Okay. Let's see. Somebody said, LOL, there's another piss poor woman looking for an easy payday. Make her pay all lawyers' fees and court costs when this is dismissed. Okay, all the world said trafficking happens most at all the NFL games, basketball games, concerts, Disneyland, and WWE. This trafficking stuff is everywhere, even in our small towns. Andy Elmer said Vince McMahon thinks he's above the law. He's a RAPIST, serial RAPIST. Everybody knows that he paid over $20 million in RAPE fees. He makes Jeffrey Epstein look like a little bitch. Vince McMahon is the biggest RAPIST America seen in years. Goodness. But anyway, that's a damn trip. And let me just tell you this article where he resigned. Hold on, y'all. Let's see. I got to get it first, y'all. Let me hold on. So yeah, he resigns from TKO after the actual misconduct claims. And he provided this statement on ESPN on Friday night. All right. He co-founded the modern WWE in 1982. All right. And so he did resign from his role as TKO executive chairman and from his position on the TKO board of directors. He is 78 years old. He leaves the publicly traded company, which was formed when the UFC merged with WWE last year, following a lawsuit filed Thursday that accuses him of actual misconduct. Anyway, in the lawsuit, Janelle Grant, who worked in WWE's legal and talent departments, alleges that McMahon forced her into an actual relationship in order for her to obtain and keep her job, and passed around pornographic pictures and videos of her to other men, including other employees. The lawsuit, which was filed in U.S. District Court in Connecticut, where WWE is headquartered, also named WWE in John Laurinaitis, the company's former head of talent relations and general manager, as defendants. Grant alleges abuse and sexual exploitation beginning in March 2020, and the lawsuit included several text messages, screenshots that purported to be McMahon asking for depraved sexual acts. Anyway, McMahon said, I stand by my prior statement that Mrs. Grant lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene, made up instances that never happened, and it is vindictive, distortion of the truth. He said, I intend to I intend to defend myself against these baseless accusations and look forward to clearing my name. And he resigned, he said, out of respect for the WWE universe and the TKO businesses and his board members and shareholders, partners, constituents, and all of the employees and superstars who helped make WWE into the global leader it is today. All right, so that's why he did it out of respect. And because of all that stuff, he's, the lawsuits he's going through, which he denies. All right. So when I do get updates regarding that, I will let you guys know that it's a trip. If it's true, like I said, like with all other ones, hopefully justice is done regarding that. Okay. So anyway, let me tell you about the 3 teens who allegedly unalive a delivery driver to steal pizza. All right. So these 3 teens right here did that heinous crime, all to get a damn pizza, and that is crazy. A pizza and shit. Anyway, let's see. 3 teenagers from Wisconsin are currently in custody, facing murder charges for their alleged involvement in the unaliving of a Domino's pizza delivery driver, Anton G. Jr. during an attempted robbery. The incident happened on January the 10th in Milwaukee, where G. Jr., age 33, was delivering a pizza. The authorities claimed that the teenagers attacked him in their attempt to steal the pizza, leading to his fatal shooting. Last Friday, the Milwaukee County District Attorney Office formally charged the teenagers, identified as Blase. And all of them are 17 years old, but they were charged in connection with the alleged murder. Okay. According to investigators nearby, surveillance footage captured the moment when G approached 3 individuals who then engaged in a struggle with him. Tragically, one of the 3 individuals opened fire on G Jr. before fleeing the scene. Authorities allege that the attackers planned to order the pizza with the intention of stealing it, as heard by a witness before the fatal shooting. Okay, and this is according to details from a criminal complaint obtained by WISN CBS 58 in the News and Observer. So, of course, they set up a GoFundMe campaign organized to support Anton G's Jr.'s family. And let's see. So anyway, I'm not going to read all of this right here because the mom is just talking. But anyway, my condolences are expressed out to his family and friends, and may he rest in peace. And my prayers are extended out to his family and friends as well. And hopefully, these three little boys, teenagers, receive all of the justice that they need to receive. That's plainly ridiculous to pull out a GUN and shoot this person and unalive him over a damn pizza and possibly some money. That's crazy. And this is the Domino's driver to who they did this. So let me just show y'all what he looked like. This man was trying to get his money, do his hustle side job, or if that's his actual regular job, whatever it is, he was trying to work, honestly. And these three thugs come by because they want a pizza and takes this man's life. That's why I said they need to make laws a little bit more tougher for these convicts out here. And that's on everything. Again, my prayers are extended out to his family and friends. That's sad, sad, sad. So anyway, Mrs. Jones accuses Diddy of threatening to put her in a trunk, recalls Little Kim stepping in. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the story because I don't want to read about all this other stuff. So according to Miss Jones, one of her run-ins with Diddy was far from pleasant. Fortunately, however, she says that Little Kim was there to save the day. In a clip from the episode, she recalls having him on her morning show where she allegedly caught him threatening her. Diddy, I don't want you blowing up my house or my car or anything like that, she began. He already threatened to put me in the trunk of a car, and it's on tape. Wow. When we talk, when we take you in the back room to do commercials, when we have you on the radio, she continued, he didn't know that the tape was running. And if I hadn't heard it, I wouldn't have believed it. Mrs. Jones claims that luckily Little Kim came to her defense. Little Kim said, leave Jonesy's alone. Jonesy don't hurt nobody. Stop. Yep, Little Kim saved me. She's my hero. So I just say, where there's smoke, there's fire, she also added. Mrs. Jones went on describing how amid Diddy's allegations, men should stay silent unless they are speaking up for good. If you're not going to stand up for what's right, shut the F up, she said. Diddy has yet to respond to Ms. Jones' allegations. All right? So, damn, that's tripped out. So he told her he was going to put her in the trunk. So he's one of them trunk dudes, too, I see. That's crazy, y'all. So a lot of people are coming out speaking against this dude. Hold on for a second, y'all. And I'm just thinking, eventually, it may be some criminal charges, waiting for him. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people accusing this dude of a lot of different damn things. Now, we don't know if this is true or not. These are all allegedly. But the thing is, just accusing people can do a lot of damage to your entire reputation, your business, everything. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. I think that's it with the news stories I'm going to tell you guys tonight. I'm just checking. It's a lot of them, but I'm not going to go over all these news stories. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. You make sure. Okay, I think that's it that I'm going to tell you guys about tonight. There's so many news articles, but I can't go over them all. Okay, so to wrap up everything, y'all, that we did tonight, we talked about Mars, not Mars. We talked about the moon. We talked about what secrets NASA could possibly be hiding from us regarding the moon. We also asked the question, why haven't they been back to the moon? We also asked the question, do we think alien life forms are on the moon, and what's on the backside of the moon. We talked about the moon in depth, okay? Also, we talked about Vince, is his name Vince, or let me see what this man's name. I don't forgot his name already. I think it's Vince McMahon. We just talked about him and his alleged ex trafficking and abuse charge. We just covered Diddy, his recent incident situation going on right now. We also went over the three teens who allegedly unalived the pizza delivery dude, the Domino's pizza delivery dude. And we talked about Miss Jones, who accused Diddy of threatening to put her in the trunk. And let's see what else did we talk about. I think that was about it with the news and with our topic time that we went over tonight. Oh, we also did some updates on Brick Girl as well. All right, so that's it for the night for this live, guys. It's 2 hours and 6 minutes. I'm gonna see you guys again on Monday, unless I get bored or something major happens. I'll come back over the weekend sometimes. Other than that, I won't be back until Monday because I need to really do my taxes this weekend. Like tomorrow, I need to do my taxes and just taking a break. A weekend break. I usually run YouTube like a little job anyway, so I basically do it like a regular work schedule. Work Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday be off, and then come back on Monday. And I'm gonna do the video about some unalivings happen right on social media. So I'm gonna put that together so we can watch that and talk about that in one of my lives next week. Don't forget, y'all, I want y'all to check out my shorts and check out my other videos that I just did. And then sometime tomorrow, I have another shopping haul. I'm gonna put Dollar Tree in there too because it's like they love watching Dollar Tree hauls. If you don't put Dollar Tree haul up there first, they're not gonna look at your video. And then you just show your other stuff with the Dollar Tree haul and stuff. Let me turn this light back on, y'all. I'm so damn tired. I'm so glad I took my shower and everything, and I brushed my teeth. I did my massages. I did everything. The only thing I didn't do is my weights, my little light weights. But I'll probably do that tomorrow. Because as soon as I get off this video, I'm going right, put my heating pad on my bed, turn on Manix, because it'll be on in a minute, and I'm going my butt to sleep. I probably will fall asleep while I'm watching Manix, because after Hitchcock is on right now. So I can't wait. Can't wait. It feels so good when it's like cool in the house, right? And then you have your heating pad on, or you have a heated blanket. It feels so damn good, all that heat and stuff, and I love that. You know what I'm saying? I do that. I do that almost every single night. You know what I'm saying? I usually turn that heating pad off, and then I just go to sleep. But I do that every single night because it just feels good. You know what I'm saying? It also warms up your little muscles and things like that. So yeah, I like it. That heat feels real good too. It sure does. Let me go ahead and do roll call, y'all. Okay, so I want to just say thank you to Carl is here for coming by showing support. Love V3, thank you for coming by showing support. Big Slump, thank you for coming by showing support. Red Bear TV, and thank you for coming by showing support. And Tony Vance, thank you so much for coming by showing support. Y'all, in a couple weeks, I'm going to get me some braids in my hair. I'm going to get long braids. I'm going to get my braids all the way down to my butt. This is the first time I ever had braids that long. So I'm going to have them all the way down there, and I'm going to actually get them in like black and then and gray. Yeah, I'm going to get them just like that. I can't wait to get my hair done, though. In about 2 to 3 weeks, I'll get those done. Probably like in 2 weeks. And probably like in 2 weeks because I want them done before I get ready to move into my house. Because when I move into my house, I'm just going to do a whole new, I'm going to get back to the old Sharon. You know what I'm saying? The old Sharon and stuff. And start doing some fun things like going to the art museums and going to the galleries to look at art. Because I like looking at art and stuff. And I may start writing stuff again. Because I did write some poems like 2 or 3 years ago. I never stopped being a writer. That's one of my first passions, so I always do write. I just don't sit down and write like no plays and stuff anymore. But I always do write like poetry and things like that. So I may start doing that again. Um, I'm just gonna start doing some stuff, and I'm definitely gonna take the time out to sit down and watch TV sometime too, because I hardly watch TV, besides putting it on at nighttime and falling asleep to it and stuff. But yeah, when I move into my new place, it's gonna be like a new everything for me. It sure is, just a new everything, and that's what we got to do. We got to embrace life and live it to the fullest. All right. Other than that, guys, let me just ask you guys to thumbs up this video if you enjoy the content tonight. Um, hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Other than that, we are getting ready to get out of here, guys. Again, I want to wish you a beautiful weekend, and do something fun. You know what I'm saying? And, get you some sleep. Don't stay on YouTube all day, and just enjoy your weekend. All right? Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys in my next video. This is Shay Sue. Peace out, y'all.